Elwick.
Here.
Gates.
Here.
Hastinius.
Yep.
Parmenter.
Yes.
Fluhop.
Yes.
Stark.
All right, we'd all sit down and then stand back up for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda as written?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Bethany, seconded by Riley. All those in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda as written?
Motion. Second.
Motion by Zach, seconded by Andrew. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? So how long was the hotel stay, Matt?
4 days. And it was 2 rooms. I tried to cancel one of the rooms because we're supposed to have 3 people going, and Ben got sick the day before we were supposed to go. So Ben and Scott were gonna have a room, and I was gonna have a room, but I couldn't cancel a room. I knew I was gonna ask about that. I had my answer prepared. So yeah, it should have been half that, but
They didn't have a rollaway that all been in one room?
still would have had to pay for both rooms, 24-hour cancellation policy. You could have come.
When you ordered it, you could have got a rollaway.
Oh, what was the graduate, Iowa City?
That would be me.
Okay. And what is it?
The graduate
Hotel.
is a hotel.
Downtown, Iowa City.
It's fun.
Sorry,
got a swimming
I have
pool.
not even need to go swim at the graduate myself.
Sorry,
work
that's
there.
where the
That's
Iowa
the only
Municipal
reason I know it's
Managers.
there, bud.
Iowa Municipal Managers.
Huh?
Institute.
It's right
Oh,
downtown,
it's like right
across
next
from
to
Buffalo
it.
Wild Wings. Right downtown.
Okay, I didn't even know they had a B-dubs down there.
Yep.
I stayed in the Des Moines Marriott if anybody can. It also had a pool.
I would
Maybe
stay in
just sleep
rooms
in my
that have
car.
bars on the windows, so.
Okay, anybody else got any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, now it's time to receive and file communication petitions from officers.
Not received anything.
I don't think so. You're done. Now, time for committee reports. We had none. Moving right on. Look at us go. Now it's time for citizens input. Council will not take any action on the public comments this meeting, but may do so at a future meeting. Please limit your presentation to 3 minutes. Nobody's online.
Nobody's online.
Alright. Citizens think we're doing a good job. Old business.
Joining momentarily.
Now it's time for discussion of potential action regarding proposed U.S. cellular water tower lease amendment terms. So I had originally asked Doug to get on here on Zoom, but it doesn't matter if he's on there or not. I went back and forth a little bit on that, and that list of stuff you had in there is kind of what I thought might be a good proposal
Okay.
to send at him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's gonna do, if you guys are okay with that. So
Is
I
that
came up with a 2% annual increase because the way they had it is a 10% every 5 years, and it ends up the same thing, but we just get our money faster. And it's gonna be an increase of what it was. So, y'all wanna change anything, you let me know.
It looks good to me. Makes sense.
Because I wanted to get Nate involved with it, because if they're gonna start changing the water tower, he needs to be there to help approve it, so.
right? And that is going to be one of the changes. To have our engineer do that. I believe they are picking up the cost of that.
Yep, that's what I told him, it's
As
all
far
on
as that is concerned.
because they want to add more anchor bolts to the water tower. So I figured while they're doing that, you could probably propose how they can raise it and see if we can make it all work. Just saying. No, you're not
I
gonna
never said it was a
decide
good
now.
idea. I just said it was theoretically possible.
It is theoretically possible. So anyhow, yeah, I want you to, and you have to approve their third-party testing firm.
Mhm.
Cause I didn't want somebody just, some Teams guy comes in, yep, that looks good. So I wanna make sure either you guys inspect it or whatever.
Okay. Oh, I believe it's. Hello, Doug, is that you?
Hello, everybody.
We're already done, Doug. Yeah,
Pretty much.
I think the consensus is we're gonna go with the proposal as written and have you send it over to them and see if you can make it happen.
That sounds like a deal.
Lovely.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good meeting, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Anybody, so we gotta do a vote on that, so roll call.
Parmenter,
Yes.
Fluhop,
Yes.
Gates.
Yep.
Elwick,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Facinius.
Yep.
So now we got direction to go ahead and propose this to them now that y'all voted yes.
Okay.
Good deal.
Thanks, Doug.
You bet. Good talking.
Yep. Good hearing from you. All right.
I'll keep you posted.
All right, thanks, Doug. Moving on to item B. Now I need a motion to approval of proposal for professional service to the water treatment facility from Air Grant.
Second.
Motion by Bethany, second by Riley. So you're back. Did you lower your number? No.
No, sorry. We talked about, lower the number, we talked about cutting services or something like that, but at this point in time, if we wanted to go to time and material for the construction cost, obviously that's, or actually was that already in here? I gotta look it up, it's been too long.
I don't remember. But none of it really made sense to do that to me when I reviewed it again.
Yeah.
'Cause I know how
It was
much,
lump sum, so.
I know how much Lucas likes to talk. Just kidding. So.
And you
Well,
did
you and I
adjust
get that joke, obviously.
Nobody else does, they will.
I do. You did adjust your rates as well, Mr. Mayor.
Yep. And this is going to be billed out over a period of a couple of years at least until the construction starts. And then,
Yeah.
when's the proposed construction? Is it
Um,
next June or June of 26?
It was in the proposal, which we're a few months after this, obviously, but it was the summer of 27 was complete construction. It'll take a few more months than that, obviously, to close everything out, but that's the idea, is that the plant would be online, operational by the summer of 27. So roughly, this will be spread out across roughly 3 years.
So other than our aging water system underground and our aging streets, between the sewer plant and this, that should keep our main infrastructure essential services pretty up to date.
Yes.
Questions, anybody? Comments? Roll call?
Facinius,
Mm-hmm.
Elwick,
Yes.
Stark.
Yep.
Fluhop,
Yes.
Parmenter,
Yes.
Gates.
Yep.
Done yet?
We'll get started.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.
I don't think there's anything else for you to say here unless you want to give us a quick
I was just
update on
gonna
the
ask.
street, then you can take off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so, they've got the south side almost done. The main line is done, they were pointing back intersections, they did have one problem spot that they did have to remove a panel. They'll pour that back, I assume, yet this week. Then they will switch over to the north side and get that removal out and repave that. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks, main line will be wrapping up. And then it's just finish work at the end. There'll be, of course, manholes and things like that that have to be fixed. They do have a few other trouble spots down the line. A couple of the manhole box outs, the diamonds that are in the center, had heaved or settled or something funky went on there. So those have to be, they're painted pink. If you drive the street, you'll notice them. I mean, they're sticking up quite high. We don't know what happened there. Usually those don't settle, because you've got a pretty good frost footing underneath them with a manhole, so. we're all scratching our heads on that one. I don't have a good explanation, but they are gonna get replaced. I think all the sidewalks are done at this point. And so then it's really just to clean up the seating, things like that. So, I would expect it to stretch out over the next month of May before everything is pretty well buttoned up. But I know Rachi is highly motivated to get things wrapped up as quick as they possibly can.
Bet they are.
Yes, they are.
Because the DOT's just counting dollars right now. Good. Any question on that? Thanks, Nate. Safe journeys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nate.
That's 2 times down here this week. Wow.
I'm sorry.
All right.
2
Yeah.
times down here this week.
Because of was it yesterday or day before? Day before.
See ya.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks, Nate.
All right, now we need to move on to new business. Now it's time for the public hearing for the FY25 budget adoption. I will now open that public hearing. Anybody wish to speak other than Mr. Ward, who's going to tell us about it right now?
Budget is complete. It's for next fiscal year beginning July 1. Your rate will be the same as it is in current year. There were some cuts made by the state overall, but I believe we will be okay. We're not running any deficits
That's good.
at all.
Good deal.
There's some capital improvement work, obviously wastewater treatment plant on the electric side, and there are some also capital improvements on their side in this year's budget. So the budget is looking large, but we do have the funds for these improvements. Actually, our first payment for the wastewater treatment plant from SRF is scheduled to be in, tomorrow? Yep, tomorrow morning. So.
Okay. Anything you want to throw on there? Nope. All right. Anybody else want to comment on that? Nobody out there? All right, I'm going to close the public hearing. So now moving on, I need approval for a resolution adopting the City of Benton annual budget for the fiscal year July 1, 2024 to June 30, 2025.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Tammy, second by Simon. See, here I thought you guys all let Bethany do all the first motions because it's her last night.
No, they're doing the opposite.
Yeah, they are. They're just shutting you out. All right. Anybody got any questions? Roll call.
Gates.
Yep.
Elwick.
Yes.
Stark.
Yep.
Parmenter.
Yes.
Vasinius.
Yes.
Fluhop.
Yes.
All right. Now I need a motion of approval of resolution to purchase street lights from the East Central Iowa Rural Electric Cooperative.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Bethany, seconded by Riley. So this is the one where the math worked out that we're going to spend that much in rent for the next 2 years, and they'll be paid for. So
Correct.
we're just going to buy. And then electric utility is going to maintain them.
Correct. And I believe this will help out the water system, and it'll be the water department that will be paying for all that. But do not mix the two. I don't recommend.
So the water department's going to buy these for us.
Yes, because that.
Oh, that's right, because they need it for their collector system.
Correct.
So this is going to come out of the water budget.
Go together.
Correct.
Perfect.
Yep, that's what I wrote in my memo.
That's what we talked about.
Anyhow, take a roll call, please.
Stark.
Yep.
Vasinius.
You betcha.
Elwick.
Yes.
Fluhop.
Yes.
Parmenter.
Yes.
Gates.
Yep.
All right, now I need motion of approval insurance renewal with PDCM Insurance.
Motion.
Second.
Moved by Riley, second by Bethany. What do you have to say?
All right, well, some good news finally. Do we hand this out, Chris?
Sure, they should all have it.
Oh, you have them all?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have got some. So yeah, all the benefits as far as health insurance, dental, vision, life insurance. Health insurance stayed the same. Dental and vision stayed the same, and then the life insurance went up about $30 a month total. So
but the difference between this year, technically speaking, the difference between this year's and next year's overall, the entire plan is $7.92. Not per person, for the entire year for the entire plan.
Yeah, it was good news. We don't get those a lot, so.
It all went down 7.2%. Is that what you said?
No, it's
No,
the
no, no.
same.
No.
Oh, it's only going up, I'm sorry.
It's only going up by
Yeah, that stuff in
$7.
the red, that tells me it's going down.
No, that is if you
Sure
change
what
the
you got
plan.
there.
That is if you change the plan because you had other options on there.
Oh, you hand them that one, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like if we changed the benefit plan. Yeah.
Don't get me excited.
We could do that. We could do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic.
And there'll be a meeting in May next month with the
Yeah, I
employees,
can come out and
Brian
talk to
will
the employees and get their elections for open enrollment, see if they want to make any changes.
Good deal. Anybody else have any questions?
Take it.
Roll call then.
Elwick,
Yes.
Stark,
Yes.
Parmenter,
Yes.
Fluhop,
Yes.
Gates,
Yep.
Fasinius.
Yep.
All
Not
right.
everybody gets this.
Now it's
No,
time to have
no.
some discussion
Thanks,
and
Dennis.
direction to proceed with the sale of certain real property.
Oh, is that me?
Yes, that's you.
Real property?
Yes.
Motion by Zach,
Second.
We're just
Oh,
discussing.
yeah.
We're just discussing. We're just
but it says
discussing.
end direction.
We
So I
gotta
don't
give
know what that's
direction.
going to mean. I made a motion. What's up?
So, there's a piece of ground between the dealership at Coops and the bypass, the highway, that for a year I worked with the DOT to get the ground, and they finally were just gonna give it to me, and then we found out you guys, or the city owns it. It was part of something to do with the Braille School and then the nature trail, and it's literally like where you see some of my mowers parked. But that wall along there's nasty, the railroad ties.
I was
So
wondering when you were going to fix it.
it's yours. I was gonna ask. That's what I'm here for.
Do you know what the most? Do you know what the most expensive piece of real estate in the city of Benton is?
What's that?
Right there where that retaining wall is.
Oh yeah, good.
Oh,
No, so I mean the idea is I wanna tear that wall out and I'm just gonna ditch it. I've got Schminky, he'll come in and put riffraff along there and I'll make a slope matching the other slope and then I'm gonna fill in the top and seed it and grass it and mow it and display things on it basically. I'm not gonna really gain any land, we just need to get rid of that wall falling down.
So you just want to? Do you want the land? I guess. Are we?
I mean, yeah, if I'm gonna spend the money to do it, it's roughly $32,000 to fix it. So, but honestly, if you guys really want to keep it and you want to fix it, I'm golden.
Well,
I'll-
it would require you to get a survey.
Yeah, well, in the DOT, that's how we figured out it wasn't theirs. They thought it was theirs. They came out and surveyed it, and they're like, "Oh, hey, good news, it's not ours."
Yep.
But so
Well,
that's
if they got that survey, that'll work, right?
Right, and
Should.
well,
Can you
it
get that
should.
survey
You would
from
get that
well, and
survey.
I've got mine. I
Mhm.
had mine surveyed 2 years ago when we started. I mean, this has been going on for a long time. So I got mine surveyed, and that's when I found out I didn't have it. I'm like, oh crap. Even some of my concrete curb is like right on the edge. So
So if they want Jeremy to spend the money, if council.
I'm sure we have to sell it for some nominal amount, like we do everything
like
else.
$1 or something. But
Yeah, I think that makes good sense.
Yeah, we're not going to maintain it, so
well, my thought is it's going to be added to my parcel, so sooner or later that'll trickle into tax dollars for land, and it's not doing anything right now. So.
like I said, that's the most expensive piece of real estate in town.
Mm-hmm.
so
We'll be sure it's taxed accordingly.
Good.
So the consensus is to move forward, and we're gonna have to set a date for a
Yeah.
public hearing soon.
The wheels are in motion.
All right.
All right.
That's
Thank
it?
Thank
Yep.
you.
That's it.
Thank
It's
you.
easy.
We'll let the attorney know. We'll move forward.
Oh, nice.
All right. Now I need a motion to approve a request from the Iowa Pyrotechnic Association for financial contribution for the Boomtown event.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Tammy, seconded by Riley. Introduce yourselves. Where you're from?
I'm Phil Travis.
I'm the vice president of the IPA. This is Dan Marvett. He's the second vice president.
You can pull up another chair if you want to sit down. You don't have to stand.
Sure. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Yeah, we just would like to formally come and ask for if you want to be a corporate sponsor again. Looks like last year we advertised you were, but we didn't collect, I guess. So.
You could have sworn we did. We were just discussing that for the meeting, but
Well,
you told me
I don't know.
nuts.
So, so we're hoping you do again. Everything after COVID, we've seen increases on our end just as much as everybody's seen everything. Between our insurance we cover, carry that we have to buy yearly, to just the product. So, so it's gone up like 15% every year, and including this year. So,
And I think typically we were like about $5,000, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think we had a record at once. Like the last one was like 6 or something.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, but that we could find. But and then obviously you had a big one when we did the centennial.
Yeah.
We throw that one out because that's unrealistic. So, but yeah, I mean, we're just looking to see. You know, be nice to see what you have left in your budget. Between you're kind of in between. Hopefully, you got a little bit left over and you got something next year. I mean, we don't need the money up front or anything, but we just need a commitment.
Yes.
Well, some money, yeah. So.
What all you want? 5, 6?
6.
Is that a motion?
Yeah, motion for 6.
Second.
Okay. Anybody got any questions? Roll call, please.
Gates.
Yep.
Elwick.
Yes.
Parmenter.
Yes.
Fluhad.
Yes.
Vesenius.
Yep.
Stark.
I will abstain.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah,
Just
I
that
appreciate it very much.
Having you guys.
Way to negotiate.
Well, I should have asked for 15.
Yeah.
But see, I negotiate the other way, then I only offer one.
We're very happy. We're happy to do this for Renton, and I think it's a great event. So,
Super. We definitely appreciate you being here.
so thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to item G. Now I need a motion for appointment of Riley to the Charles and Helen Young Charitable Trust.
Second.
Motion by Bethany, seconded by Wow. Anybody got any questions on that? Appreciate you stepping up, Riley.
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None? All right, now I need a motion for appointment of Megan Lyles to the Benton Parks and Recreation for the unexpired remainder of the term ending June 30th, 2025.
Second.
Motion by Bethany, seconded by Riley. Anybody got any questions on that? I had several applications I got to review that they kept sending over. Melissa was sending more than you were sending. So I kept looking at them, and I like the fact that she had some little nonprofit fundraising experience that I think you guys are going to need.
Well, we're gonna have a couple more openings this year too, so.
All right. Anybody got questions on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. Now I need a motion for appointment of Dakota Sellers for the Board of Adjustments and Appeal.
Motion.
Motion is that?
Second.
Second by Ron. So I went and checked. We had him contact the attorney because Dakota is sitting on another board right now, and he is able to do both of these.
Housing and
Something.
building.
Housing and appeals.
So he actually reached out to me probably 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Emailed us. And that's what the next one is. And that still leaves one short of that board.
Correct.
But I think for the most part, all our other boards are filled up then, so we just need one more person. So, all right. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? lost me right to the very end.
Yes, that's right.
Good luck, City of Cedar Rapids.
They'll be lucky to have you.
Yes, they will. All right, now I need to set a date for a public hearing for the FY24 budget amendment. That date shall be.
I'd like to encourage May 23rd. It has
Allow
to
us to
be,
get all our publications and stuff done.
yes, it has to be submitted by the end of May. So that will allow us to meet our publications and turn it in prior to the deadline.
May 23rd it is. You got questions on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, reports. Chris?
Don't have much, actually, just been in and out of the office, running around doing things, obviously. A lot of federal reports, but on May 7th, Melissa and I have a meeting with ECOG. They're coming out to talk about upcoming projects or potential projects we would like to see here in Benton with their assistance. And tomorrow I plan on attending the Northeast Iowa Managers Meeting all the way in Independence, just over the noon hour. That's all I have for right now.
All right, Blake, how's our inspection world going?
Good.
That's good enough. Great. I'm kidding, go ahead.
It's going well. We got 6 houses going right now. We've got our first of the 3 homes for Iowans being moved in next Monday out of Anderson Creek. That'll be 3, eventually 9 modular homes built at a Newton facility and then moved in. They're eligible for ECOG, first-time home buyers, income-based stuff. So that's really cool. We've had a few new flippers move in to our market from outside metropolitan areas. They're attracted by our new and functioning building code and inspection program. It helps them with marketing, creates a little more margin on their resale value when they can tell people that these homes have been inspected through the process. Otherwise, the code enforcement side's picking up. Weather's good for taking care of things outside. Grass is growing. Most of town's actually pretty good this year, so that's awesome. The 2 big ones in town right now, we got the Seed House. We got a judgment in May. Well, trials in May of last year. Judgment came down in January, ordering them to bring the property into compliance by June 1st. That can be done with either repair or demolition. Otherwise, the city would have the option. They filed an appeal, which was granted, and so we've just been sitting on our hands waiting to hear from district court on what's going to happen with that. East School, just kind of sitting on our hands. The property owners don't have the funding to do anything that we'd like them to do. We don't have the funding to do what we'd like to do. We could take them to court and compel them with a court order to do what we'd like them to do with it, but we'll be left holding the ball on that still, so East School stands condemned, locked with my locks. We've had a few properties that caught fire in the last year. House up on 2nd Avenue, the Bar Manor Estates, house out on G Ave, and then another one on 2nd Avenue. Those are all currently being rehabilitated and making sure that those are moving along. Bar Manor will be great because that was with 10 units in that building, so that's quite a bit of housing that was lost that we should be getting back, possibly this winter, maybe in the fall.
It affected that many? I thought it only affected like 2 units.
Oh, no, they're
Oh,
all,
the whole building's gutted.
the whole side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, because it got up into the trusses, burned up all the trusses, and then it got rained in, and yeah, it's a complete rebuild, other than the exterior.
So at East School, is it cordoned off on that west wall?
so nobody can stand or play under it where those bricks are falling?
No. Softball.
Well,
No,
I think
it's
there's a big
the-
gaping
it's
hole
the
on the
west
west
wall.
wall too.
West wall.
Well, south wall's where they tore the.
That's not near as in bad a shape as the west wall. The
Oh.
west wall is the one that's got the
Yeah, there's,
the
yeah.
soffit is blown off.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the worst side of that building. No, it's not cordoned off, and I know there was discussion about the legality of that sort of thing. If we, the city, puts up a fence, we assume liability if somebody
Oh,
climbs over and
okay.
gets hurt.
Okay.
Which was part of your caution with us taking ownership of the building, because then it becomes our liability. So, yeah, unfortunately, the East School sits. Unless we've got some generous donors in the community, we're looking at, probably $250,000 all said and done there. With, you'd have three buildable lots.
Is that including the asbestos going bye-bye?
Did I say a quarter or 3/4?
A quarter.
3/4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quarter
When
sounds-
I say
250,000.
quarter, I think we might be able to drum that up.
250,000 just for the asbestos abatement, and then easily, my estimate from, Zinser was another 250 to 3. Plus any engineering costs involved with that, because the
Because it's
project
over
that side needs to be
100,000.
engineered, with the plan of ending with a couple buildable lots that we could sell.
You gotta hit up EasyCog while they're here and see what they can do to help get that building done, so we
Yeah.
turn it into some buildable lots.
Okay.
Let them go dig and find the grant money to tear that thing down, and then we can assume ownership of it and get it cleaned up.
Bad idea. I will inquire about that.
So those homes for Iowa, everybody don't know, they're made by the inmates over in Newton. And they actually are making them, I think, when I read all the articles on them, I think it's only like $90,000 for the house, but you know, then they're improving the lots good. I don't know what they're selling them for or going to sell for.
I think if you meet the maximum grant amount, you get $100,000 down payment assistance. I think they're selling them in the 250 range, but they're also adding a very large 2-stall garage to these as well.
And basements.
And basements. The first 3 will be on basements, and then the preceding ones, if there's prior interest in them, people can choose to have them as slabs or whatever they'd like.
Is it 1,400 square feet?
There's 1,200 and a 1,400. But yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, they're basically plug and play. I mean, you bring them in, set them down on your foundation, hook them up to utilities, and they're good to go. You gotta add flooring of your choice.
Almost
That's it.
like
like an RV.
Kinda, except
But
they're
way
made up
better.
2x6 construction.
Yes.
It's actually 2x6 everything, so.
They're coming in 28,
29.
29.
Next Monday. The
You oughta
first,
see one.
first one's coming in next Monday.
Yeah. What else?
I don't know.
What else for questions for Blake? How about some of the junk cars around town?
It's fewer.
Oh, yeah, they've been calling me.
Took care of one yesterday.
2.
It's been well, I wasn't involved.
You didn't get a phone call yesterday?
I did.
Wasn't involved in the other one. Yep. Fewer all the time.
Is that our friend out in the new development?
No.
He's replaced
That's a revolving.
He's replaced it with a different one.
That's what I heard.
This one's cooler though. It's not a Malibu.
Here's a Pontiac.
Yeah, Trans Am. But the boat's gone.
Oh,
No, it's not.
really?
Where'd it go?
I think it's just tucked up behind the pool.
Oh. Hey, it moved. It's not my problem. That's a Covenant problem.
Maybe got rid of all that. You should still be able to see it from the back, right?
I can't see it from the backside.
Really? I wonder if that's why he was sitting over there on the backside of the road and I drove through the other day looking up at his backyard. Make sure it
I
was-
have a lot of pictures of the backyard.
Yeah, that's great. So,
No. Someday.
anything else?
Right?
Yeah. All right, thanks, Blake. Craig, you got 32 seconds. Go.
That was good. That was good. Got the water tower washed yesterday. They came in and did that pretty quick.
Didn't get wrapped in it.
Nope, didn't hear any bad news about any neighbors up there causing problems. Our well number 5 across the road, we had a big suck out beside it, so we thought maybe there was a hole in the pipe, so we cleaned out around it and didn't see any water leaking out when it was running, and so then we ran it for a while and looked to see if there was any dirt or anything going into the plant, and the water looked clear, so hopefully Northway will show up. They thought they'd be here this week, but probably be next week to pull it and televise it and see if there's a hole. Tom kind of thought maybe when they drilled it, there was a bunch of slurry or what liquid, and it might have dried and just made a cavity or something, and it just finally gave in. Hopefully that's what it is, but so we got it filled in this morning. See if it goes away again, or we're not gonna run it till they show up. Just in case.
Is that from that pitless they just put on?
Is that what?
Isn't that pitless part they just put on?
No, that was the one to the east.
Gotcha.
That was the other one outside, so. But seems like it's gonna be all right. If you haven't noticed the sewer plant, they got a pretty good sized hole and a couple of good sized pile of black dirt. I don't think our pile's gonna be as big as what I think they're done scraping black dirt off, so.
Yeah, because we had our first meeting with them already, if anybody didn't know, because we had a little bit of discussion about where the dirt should go. And we finally met online, they gave us back almost all of the farm ground. And so I thought that was a pretty good trade-off for where they wanted to put the dirt. But I should probably not have opened the meeting with, don't want to hear a change order the first time we start turning dirt. So, but anyhow, all
They're
good.
making progress.
Yeah, they are. Looks good. They're doing a good job. So I drive by there every night. So,
Got the lift station cleaned and so. Done hauling sludge, so we're filling back up again, so just getting ready for.
did you get your lift station?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
out there.
it is.
I took pictures of it today.
Good deal.
Tucked it against the building, so. Wrapped it up. with
Check the
windows.
insides. Or did you not even unpackage it?
Yeah, there's no motors, he said that they're coming later, no pumps,
Okay.
they're coming later, so.
Good deal.
I did check on the 4th Street problem that I asked you about the other day.
No, I have not yet.
No, I
so.
found out today that was 45 years ago instead of 25 years ago. So. don't worry
Oh,
about it.
thanks.
Don't worry
We're out there hunting for it. Kevin was looking into it. Never mind. Out.
Yeah,
just
I just told him to call, find out what's buried out there, and
okay. I'll let
then
Kevin
they can
know.
try to go back 45 years and get that taken care of.
Okay. Chief?
Everything's going well. We did get an officer hired, fill that vacant spot finally. We have a good partnership with Hawkeye Community College. Had an intern, and he worked out great with us, and we ended up offering him the position.
Is that Blake?
What's that?
Is it Blake?
No.
No?
No.
No, what's
I
his
have
name?
joined the reserve program.
No, not you. I thought the
Oh.
new kid's name was Blake. What is his name?
It's
Oh boy. You have to screwed him up, didn't you? You have to good impression.
Braden, not Blake. Braden.
Braden.
So
He
his
was
dad
my
is
daughter's neighbor up in Cedar Falls. So.
yeah, his dad is the chief in Postville. Good kid, great sense of humor, very outgoing, easy to talk to. So he's in field training. He just finished up his internship with us, so he's in field training. He'll go to, since he has a 2-year degree in police science, he'll be going to Hawkeye for the shorter condensed academy, so. He'll be done sometime in end of August. Then he'll be on a full-time rotation schedule. So having that good contact and relationship with Hawkeye Community College has been great for us. And, again, just getting ready for summer. At the end of May, I'll be going to my annual Chiefs Conference in Coralville. So I will be staying at the Hyatt. This will be the first year that I've ever stayed down there. So I'll be staying at that hotel. But I'd interject that in there. Sorry about that. But otherwise, if you haven't had a chance to look at the front of the building of our facility on that east or west end, we do have our branding or sign up top and our lettering for the Benton Police Department. So it turned out really, really nice. So I'm very proud of it. We look very professional, and being professional it helps as well. So, that's all I have. You guys have any questions for me?
No? Anybody? Matt?
When the new officer gets badged, let's not tell him that the chief doesn't know his name.
Oh, you kind of messed me up with the Blake thing.
Yeah, we're getting into high gear for summer. We've already got our guys out mowing, and then we're putting the finishing touches on the shelter over at BL Anderson, which will be renamed Lions Park next weekend. With the celebration with the Lions Club and all that stuff, we're gonna have a middle school pickleball event out there that's being sponsored by the Lions Club and Pat Horst. So that should be a lot of fun. The first 50 middle school kids that come out get free pickleball paddles from sponsors and stuff like that. So we've got lifeguard class this weekend. It was interesting trying to move around the soccer game tomorrow night, which is a big soccer game. So we've got 17 folks in lifeguard class. We'll probably start pressure washing the pool next week, and we open up in a month. Pool, so.
Super.
Tammy's been doing a really, really good job with helping us out with onboarding everything. Her and Nicole have a really, really good process lined up, so they've taken care of each other. So, and then I was going to ask council for a closed session to discuss some property of interest of the partner.
So let's make sure that's whatever he's asking that we can actually do it.
Yep. Yep.
And if it is, we'll get it on the next agenda.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions, comments?
Any questions for me?
No. Melissa?
I would like to ask council to set a date for council 4th Ward interviews next week. Those applications are due 4 o'clock tomorrow. I have a couple so far. Do you have any dates in mind next week?
Pretty much open.
Except for Wednesday nights.
Ditto. Historically, when we've done this, we've done like 20-minute time slots for the candidates to come in. You guys can ask them questions.
I cannot do Thursday or Friday. Friday.
You can't do Tuesday, can you, Andrew?
I can do Tuesday, I can't do Monday now.
Tuesday
I would-
sounds good for me.
Sounds like a good Tuesday
Tuesday going
night.
once, Tuesday going twice.
What time are we talking?
Time you want to start?
Early, you wanna get through them. See if they can all start at 5.
Okay.
And how many we got, 20-minute time slots, and then give us a half hour at the end to discuss them all.
And remember, I don't go to those. So.
I understand, but I think Doug says that we can actually make a decision at
Yes.
that meeting as long as we're all here to openly discuss it.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
But I just not attend. I don't attend those.
No, that's fine. Well, whenever you get them all compiled, Melissa, see if they can all go up and start at 5 and get through them.
Yep. And I will email out tomorrow. Like I said, they're due at 4, so before I go home tomorrow night, I'll email out their applications, so you can have a chance to review prior to Tuesday.
What else you got?
Nothing.
Perfect. All right.
I do have one more thing. I did get a price on sewer lining. I forgot.
Good job, Craig. Sorry.
But, Mr. Steenhook been ghosting me, so I have not got
I
a
told
price
you,
on.
it's hard to get a hold of.
Yeah. He answered the first time I called him, and then he hasn't responded to text.
Did you try, the other one I sent you?
Kenway?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was gonna come look, and he says we're gonna be twice as expensive to pipe burst it, so he says it's a lot better product, but
I thought he could line the manhole.
he didn't say anything about that.
Ask him if he can. I could have sworn he told me he was doing those now. I might have mixed up something else. I'd call him and ask him.
So I don't know if we wanna put something on next council, or
I'd rather get the other part, so it's all at once.
Okay.
So,
I'll see if I can get them.
that'd be great.
Otherwise, what was it for
44?
Mr. Hatch to come in and replace some other man?
No, I don't know.
The 30?
Ron would love to get Mr. Hatch back in town.
No, he's not coming back in town. Don't roll your eyes at me.
Yes, I was looking at the flyer.
You're rolling your eyes at me. He's not coming back in town.
Don't know that we're gonna ban him. So,
That's why he's not coming back. You scared him off.
Well, if I see him, I'll scare him more. If he doesn't do it right, he ain't gonna do it.
well, we gotta give him a chance to do one right now, right?
This is the first, or, well, not his first one, but he did the last one.
I got judged on everything I screwed up the first time. I never would have made it anywhere.
I'm a one-time
Thank
strike
you.
out.
He's done very well on other projects he's done in town, so.
Bundle of joy.
Lovely. So yeah, get all the costs for all of it compiled, so we know where we're at. So, enough reports. Then good and welfare. I only got that. It's your last council meeting. You've been a great addition to the council. You've been excellent. It's been a joy working with you. And when you become president, I'll take a cabinet position.
I will not become president, but if I do, I will put you in a cabinet position.
Perfect.
Now it's recorded for all to hear.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a kitchen.
Yeah.
Anybody else got any good and welfare?
Girls soccer team plays Center Point tomorrow. Girls have only lost once. Center Point hasn't lost at all yet, so it should be kind of a top 10-ish matchup.
Good deal.
You have a bike rodeo next week?
I do have bike rodeo
yeah.
next week. Yes.
I've seen that somewhere.
All right.
I was supposed to help at it. I won't be there.
Really? Damn. We gotta find more volunteers. We'll be there, man.
All right, I will take a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Motion by Bethany, second by Riley. All those in favor?
Aye.
Lovely.